Hey y'all, welcome back to another solo episode of the Watch Us Thrive podcast. This is your girl Lianne. I just felt inspired to record this episode today. February, it's the season of love, and that can be a little bit triggering, maybe, for single people who find themselves maybe feeling a little bit lonely, right? And I really wanted to record this episode really for that demographic of my audience, the single people out there who may be feeling a little lonely in this season. And I saw something that I came across on Instagram, thanks to one of my online friends. Shout out to Jessica. She sent me this beautiful, beautiful post that I'm going to read to you guys in regards to maybe right now in the season that you're in, you're not supposed to be in love. Maybe right now is the season for you to really focus on you instead of somebody else. When I read this post, it's a long one, but it's a good one. I was like, this really hits specifically for me because it's definitely the season that I find myself in, and I want to share it with y'all. So I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to read the post and the caption, and then we're going to dive deep. You ready? Let's do it. All right. So this Instagram post, I have it right here on my phone. It was posted by the account called Rainbow Salt. And I've heard of this account before. I think they might be an author or poet or something. I'm going to leave their information in the show notes. But this post was so powerful. So it goes like this. The truth is, love exists in so much more than a romantic partner. Love is everything around you, and I hope you learn how to open your eyes to that. I hope you find love in every aspect of your life. I hope you find it tucked into early morning sunrises and the smell of your favorite places. I hope you find it strung between the laughter you share with your friends. I hope it bounces off of you when you hug the people you care for. I hope it swells within your ribcage whenever you hear your favorite song or discover something that moves you. I hope you fall in love with growth and change and the messiness and the beauty of making mistakes and becoming exactly who you want to be. I hope you find love in places that were once devoid of it, in places within yourself that you could have been softer to, kinder to in the past. Because if there is one thing that I have learned, it is that love is so much more than a human being who holds your heart. Love is everything around you. It is everything. So that was the post. Now this is the caption that goes along with that post. So powerful, you guys. Maybe right now your journey isn't about love. Maybe right now your journey is about being alone. Maybe this is the season you're being challenged to learn how to wake up in the middle of the bed, how to honor the vacancy, how to fold yourself into the quiet. Maybe right now you are being shown that you are your own home, that you are your own foundation. Maybe right now your journey is about redemption. Maybe this is a season you are being challenged to make amends with your heart, to stand up for the vast ways in which it loves and cares and believes in the goodness of vulnerability and expression. Maybe right now you are getting a second chance to trust in it, to forgive yourself for placing it into the hands of who could not value it. But most importantly, maybe right now you are being called to protect it, to elbow your way back into your tenderness, to find your way back into your soul. Maybe right now, your journey isn't about love. Maybe right now, your journey is about hope. Maybe this is a season you are being challenged to open your eyes to the beauty life has to offer you. Maybe right now, you are being given the space to rediscover yourself, to reclaim your joy, to make it the most natural extension of who you are, to let it spill out of you like rain, to let it be something you believe you are worthy of, and to let it be something you believe you deserve. See, maybe right now your journey isn't about love. Maybe right now your journey is about you. Maybe this is a season you are being challenged to be your own savior, your own safe place. Maybe right now you are being reminded that the people who walked away were only ever leading you back to yourself, were only ever leading you back here. And here you are okay on your own. Here you are rebuilding. Here, you are adapting and mending and reclaiming all of the pieces you let them walk away with. Here, you are being kinder to your soul. You are giving yourself the same kind of love you have always given to others. Here, you are not rushing your heart. You are not depending on another human being to fix it. Instead, here, you are doing that on your own. Here, you are healing. I mean, I ain't got no makeup on. I'm glad I don't, because that might shed a tear or two. Wow. Yeah, I need to take a sip of my protein shake after that. Again, shout out to Jessica for sending that to me, because I really couldn't relate to a post more right now in the season that I'm in, especially around Valentine's Day, where you see a lot of happy couples, especially on social media, posting their love and their relationship and the good times and all of that. It's a beautiful thing to see. But someone who's currently in their season of singleness, it can be a little overwhelming to see that up and down your feed all the time, specifically on that day. And I remember last year for Valentine's Day, it was almost the 1 year anniversary since I ended my abusive relationship with my ex. And I remember the Facebook fucking memories. I had a post of me and my ex back in 2020 that showed up on that memory feed. And it was a Valentine's Day post, and it was a video of him, and I haven't seen him since that night, March 13th, 2021. So when it popped up on my feed, triggered. Okay. I remember last year, I ended up going live on my Instagram and just talking out my feelings, because seeing that really hit a soft spot in my soul. I've been single since I left that relationship, and I've purposely not dated, met anyone. I'm going on 2 years of celibacy. I've really just been focused on my own personal healing. And I definitely didn't want to fall down the path that I used to do, which would be to not deal with the pain of a breakup and just find someone else to fill that void. Very toxic, I know. And I share that because I know I'm not the only person who has done that, especially when it comes to healing from heartbreak, and when the relationship goes south and it's really a tumultuous ending. I've never had a healthy breakup. I've said that in other episodes before. Healing from that heartbreak that comes with the end of a relationship, it's fucking hard, y'all. It's hard, it's triggering, it's really sitting in your shit and going over the relationship over and over in your head, remembering the good times that you guys shared, and remembering the fights and the arguments and the good, the bad, and the straight up shitty. And I just feel yeah, I'm comfortable being alone now. As I've been on my journey to healing, I've definitely embraced my season of singleness, which is very, very new for me. Anyone who knows me, who really knows me in my personal life, knows that I've always been a relationship type of girl. I've always had someone in my life, even if they were not the best person to have around. Right now, in the season that I'm in, going on 2 years of being completely single, it's all very new to me still, even if it's been going on 2 years. I've really embraced my solitude. I really have done a lot of deep healing when it comes to figuring out why I was so codependent in other relationships, and why I feared being alone, and why I stayed in relationships longer than I should have because of that fear of being alone. And I'm really just grateful right now for the season that I'm in. And it's not to say that I'm not lonely sometimes. I think there's a huge difference between being alone and being lonely. I think human interaction is definitely a necessity for anyone. We were not created to stay by ourselves forever. And there are moments that come for me, even though I'm constantly surrounded by people. But, it gets a little lonely. Sometimes you want a hug or a kiss or some affection or a good morning text or something. And right now I don't have that. But I feel like right now, where I'm at in life, I don't think I can afford the distraction of meeting someone, of dating, of progressing into a relationship. I'm so focused on me and my brand and this podcast and my job and going to school and being a mom and trying to find my own place and figure out what's the next step for me in 2023. And I think right now, if I were to add another person into that mix, I wouldn't be able to give them all the attention and love that they deserve and that I feel I deserve in return. I definitely feel like when I do start dating, it will happen. I don't know when. I know eventually it will, but when I do decide to put myself back out there, I want to date with intention. I don't want to just casually be going around and having a drink with someone here, going to dinner there, and just keeping it very like lighthearted. I really want to date with a purpose. And I don't know if marriage is in the cards for me. It's really not something that I ever thought would happen for me, but whatever God has in store for me, it is what it is. I'm not saying that I'm not open to it, but right now it's just like that type of commitment, it's just not attractive to me right now. I don't know. I'm just like so focused on Lianne. And I think people who are single right now and maybe having those feelings of being alone, embrace those feelings and remember that maybe right now is not the time for you to be focusing on someone else. Maybe right now the time is for you to really find you and what you like and what you don't like and what are your interests and what are your goals and what are your dreams and all of these things that we tend to lose when we're in a relationship with someone. I mean, definitely for me, before my whole personal development healing journey, I would put my all into a relationship to the point that I lost myself in it. I would be so consumed with them and what they were doing and who they were talking to and what they got going on, completely neglected myself in that same relationship. And that's something I definitely don't want to ever do ever again. I want to feel whole and complete as a person on my own. And then eventually, when someone comes into the picture, they're just like a bonus. I don't like that narrative that, like, oh, this person, like, you're my other half. I couldn't live without you. Mm-mm. And I used to think that way too. I used to think the relationships that I were in, that was my person. That was my soulmate. That was like the other half of my heart. And then when they were gone, I felt lost and confused and broken and all of these things because I did not feel whole on my own. You understand what I'm saying? So what's really important and what's been super beneficial in my own healing is me taking this time to be by myself, to fully be by myself. A lot of people have to commit that season of solitude in order to really heal from that past heartache and heartbreak. And it's not to say that every ending of a relationship is toxic or complicated like the ones that I had. I know plenty of people who had really peaceful breakups, but I don't think that takes away from the fact that you still need that time for you to reflect on the relationship, to see what were some things that maybe you ignored while you were in it that you should take the time to really figure out. This happened and I don't want that to happen in the next relationship. So what can I do about me to fix that and not have that happen whenever I decide to meet someone else? You know what I mean? It's just really important to honor the journey that you're in right now. And that's definitely where I'm at. I've accepted that I'm okay by myself. I'm okay. And there was definitely, I don't know, maybe there still is a little bit of a fear to put myself back out there when it comes to dating and finding someone because of my past history of experiencing toxicity and abuse and all of that. But I feel like I'm learning to trust myself. I'm learning to follow my heart and my intuition. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself since the ending of those relationships. And I feel like once I do start to put myself out there again, I'm going to show up as a completely different person. a very strong, healthy mindset type of person who has healthy boundaries, who's not going to allow any type of red flag. Like the first one that I see, I'm going to gracefully exit stage left and not take it as a loss. You know what I mean? My mindset is just so different now. And that comes with the growth, that comes with you taking the time to really heal from your trauma. I just wanted to record this because I really want us women especially to like be strong on your own and know that another person who comes into your life does not define you, does not define your worth, your value, your beauty, your intelligence, any of that. Like you have so much within yourself. You are a queen, you are a goddess, you are next level, and whoever has the opportunity to be in your presence, that shit is a gift. How is it that Kanye said, "My presence is a present"? Okay, that's the kind of queen energy I'm gonna need for my ladies to be in 2023 and beyond. It doesn't stop this year. This is a continued journey of healing and thriving and glowing. Fix your crown, put your chin up, wipe those tears, and know that you are fucking incredible. You are so beautiful. You are so worthy. You deserved for someone to treat you like a goddess, and you shouldn't expect anything less than that. And that's definitely the energy that I'm on when I do decide to date. You are gonna treat me the way I know I deserve to be treated because I'm fucking phenomenal and I bring a lot to my table, and you're just a guest. You're not my whole end all be all. I'm not going into a relationship thinking like I have to pour my entire being into that person. Yeah, I'm going to be genuine and I'm going to love. I'm a Virgo. So when we love hard and we're loyal and we're honest and we're trustworthy. But I'm going to expect that same energy, sir, if not more. Like, I want the flowers. I want you to open the door for me. I want you to plan the dates. I want you to tell me I'm beautiful. I want you to buy me a random gift on a Tuesday because you were thinking about me. You know, like, I want all of those cute things. I want romance. I never had romance before. I always had to beg for it. When you beg for something, it doesn't come from a genuine place. It comes from a place of annoyance or desperation or just not with your whole heart. You understand what I'm saying? If you're not about it, don't fucking waste my time. Keep it moving. It's fine. We good. We're good. We're good over here. Okay? So yeah, I just wanted to record this solo episode, get my thoughts out. Y'all know how I do. I always got something to say. And I just felt inspired this morning to just plug up my mic and record. Like, y'all can see, I have no makeup on right now. It's fine. Take me as I am. And that's how I'm showing up in my relationships too. You're gonna take me as I am, flaws and all. I just really hope that my message to y'all really resonates with anyone who needs to hear it. Maybe right now your season isn't about love with someone else. Maybe right now your season is about the love that you need to have within you. Okay? And it is okay to love yourself. It is okay to be self-full, not selfish. I think we need to change that narrative around putting ourselves first being selfish in a bad way. I'm definitely embracing my season of being self-full and overflowing my cup so that way when I pour into others and I reach my level of emptiness, I still feel so full at the same time, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, so don't let that go over your head. I mean, like the great RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here?
Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Amen.
I love that. I love that. Definitely. Like, it's so important to find that self-love within you, to treat you the way that you want to be treated, to set that standard for other people to follow. And if they fall below that standard, all right, I mean, I wish you the best, but we got to part ways. We're not wasting any more time in 2023, y'all. We're only getting older, we're only getting wiser and more beautiful and intelligent, and we're just not dealing with the shenanigans, okay? At least I'm not, and I hope you're not either. Because if you're listening to this podcast and I think you have more of a growth mindset as opposed to a fixed mindset, and you just know we're not dealing with the bullshit, y'all. And we're not letting anybody's dusty ass son or crusty ass daughter stress us out in 2023 and beyond, okay? Period. Drop the mic, but don't, because it's expensive. That's all I wanted to say. I really hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I really hope you got some key takeaways from it. Definitely play it back, listen to it again when you're feeling a little down and out. Send it to a friend who may need to hear it. I know it can be a little lonely, it can be a little sad and triggering if you've been alone for a while and you're really yearning for that love and affection of being with someone else. But just know that you can love yourself in ways that you've never done before. And it is okay to not settle and to wait until you find the right person for you who checks off all of your boxes and never feeling like maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm expecting too much. No, maybe you need to expect a little more. Maybe you need to add a couple more boxes to your checklist. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever sell yourself short. Don't ever feel like I just need to accept shit the way that it is. Like, yeah, you should accept people for who they are. And if they're not for you, they're not for you. That's okay. It's okay to cut your losses. It's okay to end those relationships that have reached their expiration date. It's okay to grow out of love with somebody. It doesn't always need to be something tumultuous like cheating or lying or manipulating or abuse or anything like that. Like, sometimes you just get bored, and sometimes your journeys are different. Sometimes, you're going down the right path, they're going down the left path, and you guys can't seem to come back in the middle. And sometimes it's just like, okay, we were great in our season for when we were together, but I feel like it's time for us to move on. It's okay to do that too, y'all. It's okay. You don't need to stay loyal to time. That's something that I definitely stayed loyal to, specifically in that 8.5 year long relationship that I was in. I believe it's episode 15 on my podcast that you can listen to. I talk all about how that relationship was. And one thing that I mentioned is that I was really loyal to time. Us women especially, we need to stop being loyal to time. We need to stop being loyal to people who aren't giving us the same energy that we're giving them. I felt for so long when I was in that relationship that, like, I don't want to start over. We've been together for so long. He knows my family. My daughter calls him dad, and we've just been through so much. But that relationship was like literally draining my soul. And it's just like, nah, we gotta switch up that mindset, y'all. Just because y'all been together for X amount of years, or y'all got kids together, or you got property together, or you're married, and you don't want people to say, oh my God, she's getting a divorce. Like, fuck that, okay? Your peace, your mental stability, your soul, that's the only thing you should care about, not all that other bullshit. You need to be your top number one priority. And if that means cutting your losses and ending a relationship in order to find yourself again, fucking do that. Permission granted. If that's what you needed to hear, I'm giving you the fucking permission to be like, we're not wasting any more time, y'all. Life is so fucking short. I don't think y'all really realize when I'm recording this, it's 6 days until the end of January. Where the fuck is the time going? Life doesn't slow down, keeps on keeping on. And you never know when your last day on this earth is gonna be. Sorry, not sorry. It's just reality. It is what it is. So many people are not waking up to see another day. And it's like, don't take the time that you have on this earth for granted, because it's such a small portion of your life. That's all I gotta say. I really hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Like I said before, share it with someone who you think it can resonate well with. Play it back over and over again when you're feeling a little sad and down. It's okay to feel your feelings, but don't stay there for too long. Rate, review. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please leave a rating and review. That helps boost up the algorithm, the fucking algorithm that we all hate. And it also just really motivates me to continue providing really quality content for y'all. It makes me feel good when y'all be leaving those ratings and reviews. When I see a new comment pop up, I'm like y'all really fuck with me. Okay. So please continue doing that. Let me know what was your biggest takeaway from today's episode. Slide in my DM. I'm super, super active online, especially on Instagram. Y'all already know that's my home base. You can follow me at Watch Us Thrive Podcast. I'm also on TikTok, same handle, Watch Us Thrive Podcast. This episode is going to be featured on YouTube, or if you are watching it right now, hey, thank you for being here. Follow, subscribe, like, comment, share, Watch Us Thrive Podcast. I'm also on LinkedIn. I don't know what my name is on there. I'm going to leave it down below so y'all can see. I'm also on Facebook. Your girl is everywhere, but the main area is Instagram. So feel free to hit me up. Send me an email too if you wanted to send me a love note, info@wutpodcast.com. And visit my website, wutpodcast.com. You can sign up for my email marketing. Yes, it's finally live. If you're not on my email list, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life, because it's lit over there, okay? I promise I'm not gonna spam you. I only send out emails when I'm feeling inspired or a new episode is coming out. Definitely subscribe to my email list. It's so good, y'all. I'm telling you. My emails, they're fucking lit, okay? So hit the link in my bio on my Instagram, my link tree. All of my links are there. Or like I said, you can visit my website, wutpodcast.com. There's a little pop-up that comes up. Put your first name, your last name, and email. You'll get a welcome email, and then you're part of the crew. Who doesn't want to be a thriver? Okay, y'all are my thrivers. You know how like Rihanna got the Navy and Beyonce got her beehive? Y'all are my thrivers, okay? And we're out here thriving, glowing, living our best lives, and healing at the same time, okay? So thank you so much for being here, y'all. I will catch y'all next time. Next time I feel inspired to record a solo episode. And until then, this is your girl, Lianne of the Watch Us Thrive podcast. I'm sending you all the love, light, and healing.